Well-being is important to every individual, both the employee and the guest. What are some best practices your company implements to address well-being both internally and externally?
Yeah, so well-being is really, really important to the health of a company and a culture. And we're here in Columbus at RTRX really around a core element of well-being, and that's giving back to the community and having a shared purpose of our organization. We started RTRX 10 years ago. We're just starting our second decade, and this is an event that has over 500 people, has raised over $7 million, that brings our industry together, the hospitality industry together, to do business, listen to speakers on leadership, innovation, and well-being, and then give back. And we've raised over $7 million for cancer research by doing good while doing business. And what it's had a significant impact on our organization. Everybody is affected by cancer. 1 in 2 men, 1 in 3 women get cancer. And what it has done is while we're putting our efforts into running this event and building this event, it's brought our team together. And well-being is really about a shared purpose and support and being a part of a community. And I think organizations that bring their teams together with a shared purpose, build great cultures. And that's something that we try to do. We continue to work on, and is really important. Another area of well-being is an area that's pretty, I wouldn't say controversial, but how we office. There's a lot of conversations about how we office, and through COVID and having to go remote in many ways. And there's certainly positives of having flexibility and being able to stay engaged while on Teams or Zoom. However, there's an element that's negative about it as well to well-being, because you're disconnected. You're disconnected from your teammates and from your community. And so we believe that a good practice of well-being is to have a great office environment. And we are investing in a new office right now, and we're growing it. But we dedicated a third of it to public space and social areas, and made it very residential. And the concept is to make it a home away from home, a place that people want to be, not where they have to be. And I think that's important for organizations when they're thinking about how you office and about well-being. Is it incumbent upon the organization to create a place that people want to be? And that's obviously multi-dimensional, but it starts with the environment you're in. And so that's another area, is the office environment. I think is very important to building strong teams, strong cultures, and creating a positive overall environment and well-being for your team.
I think it all starts with the people and the culture, and so that begins at recruiting and how you build your team, and making sure that when you're bringing people in and the people that you have on your team, that you're all aligned on the culture and the values. And so one of the things that we talk about, and I talk about as we're hiring and with the team that we have, is you have to do what you love, and you have to do it with people that you love or that you care about. And so when you start from that position, you know that you're aligned and caring about what you do and caring about the people that you work with. And so I think that's something you really focus on, is constructing the team in a way that everybody's aligned in what we're doing and why we're doing it and who we're doing it with. And I think when you start from a team like that, it's a really important place to start from, particularly in a small company. You have to have fun as a team, and so we try to do things like that, whether that's having wiffle ball games to raise money, for charity, or doing things like RTRX to raise money for cancer in our own community, and research to defeat cancer. I think in bringing in people from outside, I think having fun and finding ways to connect is critical.
So we've always focused on how do we really bring people together. I think now more than ever, over this last year, and as we look into the next couple of years, we're really focusing on how do we bring them together, not just in person, in smaller groups, in larger settings, but then also how do we connect them in ways that are around many different topics. So, for example, we have our annual sessions, like a lot of companies do, of course, but then we have created a lot of smaller committees where people can come in, they can share their thoughts and ideas. And as a company and as a leader, I've always felt that fostering trust is very important, and I think more important now than ever. We focus on creating a very transparent company, an honest company, but not just about being truthful. It's really about being forthcoming and allowing people to create an environment that is safe. So we spend a lot of time on exercises around trust and communication. Then we also have implemented some things that are a little more fun to keep it light, such as a Wellable app is the name of an app that we use, and it focuses on 3 categories. One is around mindfulness and mental well-being. The other is around, of course, physical well-being, and then leadership and communication, and how can they continue to grow that.